When I moved over to a new country, everyone seems to know what my problem was. And I received a lot of advices. Focus, specialize, find your one thing. Do not try to do too much. It all sounded reasonable, but there was this problem. I did not lack focus, I lacked access. And when you do not have an access, you lack network. You do not understand how the system works. So when you don't have access, it feels less like guidance and more like disappearance. So I quietly did what many newcomers did. I became many things. By day, I was learning the university system and earning a degree. In the evening, I used to end up at events where I literally knew no one. And in the night, I sat at my kitchen table sketching startup ideas from a loneliness I could not quite explain. From the outside, it did not look strategic. It looked scattered. There was a point when eventually I felt maybe everyone was saying right. Maybe I was doing too much. Maybe I was falling back. There was even a point when I got tired of introducing myself as new, tired of starting from zero, tired of explaining who I was before anyone had seen what I could do. But something else was happening. Each role taught me different layers of the system. Each room taught me different language. And each little contribution made me a little less unknown. And slowly, I began to understand, I wish everyone said it out loud. Sometimes doing many things is not distraction. It is how people build belonging before opportunity arrives. And this is bigger than my story. We like to think opportunity is mostly about hard work, talent, and formal application. But sometimes it moves through recognition, through trust, through people who have seen your contribution, even if it's small. And when you lack access, you begin to lose yourself. You lack ties. Yes, you lack those ties. And without those ties, even your strong qualification can remain invisible. We are so used to measuring progress in straight line, but meaningful life does not happen like that. People migrate, people pivot, people pause, people rebuild in 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. Usually, it is not your friend who opens the doors, it is acquaintances. Sociologists call this strength of weak ties. And over time, I began to realize a pattern in my own life. Whether I was entering the university system or volunteering an event or organizing or building around my startup ideas, I kept moving through three roles. First, the learner. I had to understand how the system worked, what people understood, what was visible on the surface, and what was understood underneath. Second, the contributor. Before anyone can trust your ambition, they have to trust your contribution, a task well done. Third, the connector. Once you understand the system and the people, you begin linking them. You link one person to another, one need to one opportunity, one newcomer to a room which finally opens up. Only later did I realize that I was not moving randomly. I was rotating between the learner, contributor, and the connector. There was this moment which finally clicked for me when someone introduced to another professional and said, "You should talk to Ataur. He connects people." It is a short sentence, quite easy to miss. For me, it was a big point. For the first time, I realized I was not introduced from zero. I was introduced through value. And that is why, in season of transition, what is my one thing may actually be the wrong question to ask yourself. A better set of questions can be this: what am I learning from this system? Where can I contribute something small but real? Who can I connect? Because learning builds understanding, contribution builds credibility, and connection builds trust. And trust is often what turns effort into opportunity. So if you are in a season of transition where your life looks unclear, where your path looks not linear, where your work feels scattered, I want to offer you a different interpretation. Maybe this is not evidence that you are lost. This is a work of being visible. We are taught to admire straight line, but many beautiful lives are built on curves. So for many people, belonging is not the reward that comes after opportunity. It is the condition that makes the opportunity possible. Thank you very much.